So, I'm going to read you a little bit about Slay. I haven't got red pen on this page. Okay, so we asked all these people to give a very brief bio. Slay says, my role is primarily public visibility, collaboration and outreach with a focus on events, education and engagement opportunities. My current leadership philosophy is that haora, well-being and kindness come first, and that includes leading by example in these spaces and ensuring our values of whanangatanga, manaakitanga, waiuratanga and kotahitanga are embedded in my leadership style, communication and decision making. So, Slay. What's one mindset or principle that helps your leadership stay grounded when the challenges start to pile up?
Kia ora. Principle, integrity, mindset, wise mind. Thank you. Kia ora e te whanau, no mai haere mai, e whanau mai au e hauraki, e noho whanau he ko Kirikiriroa, he takataapui ahau, ko Slay, toku, ingoa. So kia ora everyone, I'm the engagement lead for a beautiful charity called Rainbow Hub Waikato. My name is Slay, not just a name, a lifestyle. And I use he, him or they, them pronouns. He, him because that's how I feel safe in a genderphobic society. And they, them because as you can tell, I'm the divine feminine and masculine all wrapped up in a bow. Literally, gotta keep the pants up somehow. Now, first and foremost, people struggle with gender neutral pronouns, so we're going to do a quick little activity, so please repeat after me. They look amazing. They look amazing. Look at them shine. Look at them shine. See, it wasn't that hard, was it? And also it's a little bit early for compliments, but thank you, I'll take it. In all seriousness, the principle that leads me, therefore, that sentence doesn't make sense. I shouldn't have edited this at 5 AM this morning. Let's start again, whanau. In all seriousness, a principle that leads me, and therefore my leadership style, is integrity. Integrity for me isn't just a value I live or something I write down on an activity sheet when I'm doing a professional development workshop. It's who I wake up and try to be every day. Integrity for me, personally, is about honesty, consistency, accountability, reliability, and respect. For me, I have a deep desire to continue to grow each day, so when I need to feel grounded and safe and be able to represent myself, my team, and my organisation, I think about what does integrity mean to me today, and how is that going to show up in my practice, in my leadership, in my behaviour, and in my actions. And if it's not going to, I step out. I take the time needed to fill my cup so that I can be integral and true to the chosen path and values that I've decided. Do I get that perfect all the time? Absolutely not, just ask my team. But that is where Wise Mind comes into play. Wise Mind is a tool from dialectical behavioural therapy I've added to my kete from my therapy journey. In a nutshell, we have logical mind, which we have access to when things are calm. We have emotional mind when we have access to when things are chaotic. Then we have wise mind, a way of connecting our emotions and logic and being able to make clear, concise and conscious decisions. This for me is really hard to access when I'm triggered, responding to trauma or in a high emotional state. So every morning now I journal and ask myself, what would Slay's wise mind do in this situation? And then I lead with that. I'm aware, as many people are that have met me, that I'm an emotional person. I have mental health complexities, I'm neurodiverse, I have trauma, and the best version of myself can't always be present, especially when challenges arise. But if I pre-plan who I am, how I'm going to show up, and what my options are in those challenging situations, it gives me a better opportunity to show up as the leader I want to be and know I can be. Now, if I'm going to truly lean into my superpower as a leader, then it's time for me to be authentic and vulnerable. Leadership, for me, is the challenge. Every day is a challenge because as a queer person, I have to choose to ground my fear, my anxiety, my emotions, and show up for my community no matter what. That in itself is the challenge. So what grounds me in this continual challenge? My why. I do this mahi because I care very deeply about our beautiful community. I want to ensure that the next me has a better life, has less traumatic experiences, and doesn't have to live in fear and anxiety of safety, acceptance, feeling valid and feeling seen. My why also heals my inner child and lets little Shane, who sang the Little Mermaid soundtrack on repeat while wearing a red Superman cape as a wig, know that everything he went through was for a reason, and that reason was to create me. A leader that is here to encourage, uplift and represent our rainbow whanau in a strength-based, mana-enhancing way. I've been told numerous times by many people that I will never amount to anything. Yet here I stand before you as a healthy, happy and successful queer person. 13 years ago next week, I was released from the Henry Bennett Centre as an inpatient. And if we fast forward 13 years, next week I have the honour and privilege of receiving a Hamilton Civic Award for my contribution to people and wellbeing. It is never too late to start, and it is never too late to start over. I promise I'm nearly done. Circling back to leadership, anyone can be a leader. That's the easy part. It's how you lead that is the challenge. If you're afraid to step into your leadership, don't be. Figure out your values, work out your why, and unleash your inner leader. An inner leader that can navigate the tough times. I choose to lead with integrity, authenticity, vulnerability, and kindness. How will you choose to lead? I will close with one of my favourite quotes by the great philosopher, entrepreneur, change maker, and leader, and that is Ariel from The Little Mermaid. In 1989, she was asked, how does her experience as a mermaid translate to the queer experience? And she said, I just want to be up where they walk, up where they run, up where they stay all day in the sun, wandering free. I wish I could be part of that world. Also, just to close off, it's been an honour and a privilege to be part of this and have the opportunity to speak today. I'm a big believer in putting out into the universe whatever you are manifesting. So with that said, I look forward to the 2027 Community Waikato Conference and hopefully being one of your keynote speakers. Kia ora.